Over 150 persons in Linden Region 10 are now employed as government commenced the construction of 20 elevated homes in Amelia's ward. Added to that, all the materials for the construction of the homes are being sourced from businesses within the mining town. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Hugh Todd visited the town on Wednesday to check on the progress of the ongoing works. This housing program is a fulfillment of a commitment made by President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali during an outreach in the town in January. During the outreach, President Ali committed to constructing 1,000 homes in Linden. He also assured residents that employment and materials will come from the town.
We're looking as far as possible to get the material from Linden itself, to get you engaged. So if we have the lumber yards and the sawmills, right, and the block makers and so on, the Minister of Housing and his team will be coming to engage the young people, women, to see how we can bring people together into groups. If you have masons, if you have carpenters, and if you don't have the capacity, we will try very quickly to train persons also, bring in the technical people and engage you in the construction of these homes.
Today, the commitment is being realized and those employed are elated. James Hooper of Emmanuel Contracting Service said he is grateful that the government is keeping its promise and giving back to its people.
I just want to say thanks to the President for creating jobs for persons. I want to say thanks because we have 150 persons right now who's employed here. And we're very grateful because most of the employment came from Region 10. Right? We want to thank the Housing Minister also. And as I said, we're happy to know that the government would have given back to Region 10. Right? A caring government would have given back to Region 10. So we're really happy that Region 10 have employment now.
Victor Fernandes of VJ Construction noted that the construction of the homes is a plus for Linden in multiple ways.
And this has significantly impacted the economy of Linden since it reflects it, as you can see. There a number of persons are dependent on this type of activity. I think that we are in a position to transform not only the aesthetics, but also the economy of this community somewhat, because over the next 2 months or so, this section would be already have constructed properties here, which would make a significant difference to those that, because there's so many persons in need of housing.
Nikki Fidku of Fidku Construction shared similar sentiments.
It means a great lot because we didn't get no employment, right? And but 3 months now here, we'll just walk here, and I keep holding and keep my finger crossed. I know it's a boost to Linden, right? Because right now we ain't doing nothing in Linden. Linden, you don't really get no, but now it creates a lot of job for the people in Linden. And so the construction men, to everybody, the snack lady, to everybody, you know, so transportation man, getting a dollar from it.
Minister Crowell explained that this demonstrates the PPPC government's commitment to keeping its promises. This move is also in keeping with government's commitment of creating 50,000 jobs.
We also have, as part of our community enhancement project, working with small groups in communities, and that is, for example, the block making. And so you will find us in just like what you saw in Georgetown, being engaged here. So we'll be working with small groups for the making of the blocks to be supplied for our housing program. And so this is the initial phase. For example, Christianburg and the other communities in this vicinity will be engaged for that supplying of the blocks.
Minister Crowell emphasized that the government will be investing heavily in providing the necessary infrastructure.
The infrastructure work for that will see in 2022 over $1.2 billion being spent on first phase infrastructure. So what that means is land clearance preparation, the drainage network, the road network, put it to a level, or at least ask to crush a run, to allow persons to access. And that's a commitment that we're making. For the rest of this year, in Amelia's ward and Wizrock, they can see us doing some road maintenance work to the tune of about $40 million. And next year, as part of our 2022 budget, we're committing another $100 million for road maintenance in those areas.
More areas in Region 10 will be developed through the government's housing program. A joint visit with a team from the National Industrial and Commercial Investments Limited, NISL, will be undertaken to identify such lands.
All the people of Region 10, Linden and wherever you are, can look forward to a government aggressive housing program that will see providing housing solutions not only from house lots perspective, but also to have safe communities and better communities for the people of 10, creating employment and also providing that housing environment for many of their Lindeners.
The government, in its manifesto, made a commitment to provide affordable housing for all and to create 50,000 jobs for Guyanese. In just 1 year in office, the PPBC administration is already fulfilling its commitment.